Hey there, Trekkers and Trekkies. This week we're going to put together a little something um, way different from what I guess I've done in the past. I mean, we're making something. We're kind of going to review something that's not Star Trek. We're going to turn it into Star Trek. So what it is I got for Christmas, I got a gift that it was the Inquisitor's ship from Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Obi-Wan. That was the name of the show. It was Obi-Wan, and I'm not like Star Wars. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to how I like decorate and such, I don't really have much Star Wars stuff, and that's on purpose because I just don't keep it. And so I'm going to take this little ship here, which is the Inquisitor ship. It's pretty cool. It's got these adjustable wings on it. Oh, my cup just fell. Pause. Okay. Sorry, it was an empty cup, but I set it in a bad place, in a dumb spot, and it fell and caused other stuff to fall over. So anyways, let's take a quick look at what we're dealing with. So this is the ship. Got a real cool profile on it. It's pretty simple. Pretty standard fare for Star Wars. Got some great detailing. Like I said, the wings they can fold way up, and they can fold all the way down like that. And it's got a cockpit that opens up, and it's got 3 little Inquisitor people in there, all wearing black. It actually has, in the front, a fold down. Let me get the wings out of the way. Ramp. Like that. The legs do fold up so you can be completely flat. And this section on the back pops open, and you've got the little sort of interior cargo hold area, which is all really neat. But if I can Star Trekify something, I'm going to, and that's what we're gonna do. So one thing I did, I went on Thingiverse, and I found people have made tons of Star Trek ships available as 3D files. And I found the Klingon D7 ship from Star Trek, the original series. And then it got reused during the movies as the Chancellor's ship. And I cut the engine nacelles off of it. And I printed 2 of them at about 2 inches long. And originally my thought was to mount them here. See, this is obviously, like, I was thinking that was obviously like part of the Bassard collector situation. Obviously we've got impulse engines on the back, but I was thinking about mounting it sort of right here. But then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, actually, wait a minute. If I mount these on the wings about like that, it'll be reminiscent to how they were situated on the D7, even the earlier, what was it, D5 from Enterprise. I think it's the D5 or D4, whatever it is from that they showed on Enterprise, had its nacelles out like that. And of course, then the Klingon ships of the next generation, like the Vorcha class and that type of ones, that have their nacelles stuck out like that. They aren't on adjustable wings, but it'll look really cool. It's got the gun still coming out from there. I'm like, I think that's what we're gonna go with. So that's what we're going to do here in a minute. I'm going to just go ahead and glue these in place here on camera in just a minute. Then I'm going to need to get some masking tape because I want to tape off the orange window. I actually do like the little orange window. That is a see-through, if I can get that to pop open, that is a little see-through window, and I want to maintain it. But then I'm going to take and we're going to spray paint the whole thing a green, of course. And then I'm going to do, then we'll come, when we come back after I get that spray painted. And I'm going to tape off the impulse engines because I want to just leave these with this gradient here of the black to the silver. And I think it has, no, there's nothing, I'm not going to get this to show on camera very well. There's nothing really inside. That glowing is the light from the camera. It's nothing special in there. But maybe do some kind of glow effect on the inside of those when everything's said and done. So here, real quick, we're just going to take and, like I said, I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to glue my finger to it is what I'm going to do. Okay, I want to line that up real good right there. Sorry, I don't know if I got that on camera or not. I'll make sure and get this one. I'll line this up. Like that. Okie doke. So those are in place. And see now it'll look good with them folded up. Sort of in parking position. But then if you've got them folded down in sort of a flight configuration, it looks a lot like, especially like that old school D5. So yeah, I like the way that that's already looking. It's just a tiny change, really. All we're doing, adding a couple of little nacelles. I'm going to repaint it, and we'll be good. So, I'm probably going to cut 24 hours or so ahead. Because, like I said, I got to mask that off, and then we're going to paint it. So, when I come back in just a second for you, this should be all painted green. All right. Hey there, welcome back. So, I have got this bad boy painted. Check out that paint job. Doesn't that look good? You might be thinking, hey, it looks like there's a little bit of brown. Well, technically there is. So one thing I went ahead and did was, while I was spray painting, I took and spray painted the inside brown. And that got some overspray onto the green, which meant that I was going to have to go back over it. But what I decided to do was sort of do a zenithal kind of coloration, where I took and I got a little more brown from one angle, and then went back over that slightly with the green so that it would all blend together a little bit. And then I did a dusting with a silver metallic, just to throw some little metallic silver dots on the top. And then the bottom is just solid plain. Let's see if we can close the landing pad legs. And funny enough, they've got a little bit of brown on the bottom of them. Makes them look kind of dusty. Let's go ahead and take the tape off of these if I can find my spot. I'm going to leave the tape on the windows until we get done, because I want to make sure that those don't get anything on them. But we are going to be doing a little bit of paint on here. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty good. Now the paints that I've got, if you remember last year, I did a conversion on the Buzz Lightyear ship into a Klingon ship, and I made up my own shade of the Klingon green. That's what this is. I've got these 3 color shifting paints that I'm going to be using on this. Obviously, the metallic green one is going to be real good. And the reason I'm going with these bluer colors on this is that my idea is that this is like the Ambassador shuttle. You remember the Ambassador from like Star Trek 4 and Star Trek 6? You remember he is the only Klingon that I can think of on a regular basis that we saw wear any blue. And so I was thinking, how on Klingon Bird of Prey, on the underside, on the wings, they have the red. Well, what if on the Ambassador ship, he has the green with more like blue coloration? So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to paint some feathers on the bottom in blue. So hopefully that'll come out looking good. The rest, I'm just going to kind of take and scatter some different metallic colors around, get some different effects across the ship, and hopefully it comes out looking really good. So let's figure out what I'm doing. Here we go. Okay, so that almost finishes up the painting. One thing I did is I took a reddish brown and put it along where those sensor strips are, which is real similar to how the bird of prey sensors are. That sort of brown color. Last thing I'm going to do is some silver accents. I've got a silver pen here. I think I'm going to like do the tip of the gun here. This is a good, easy way to quickly do accents in metallics with a silver Sharpie like this. Do these highlighted engine pieces like that. I'll do the same thing on this one. Yeah, maybe if I silver highlight that little grill, that looks pretty good. Is there anything else I should hit? How about there's a little round circle bit there. Maybe that's where the torpedo launchers are. Little micro torpedo launchers. Okay. I am liking the way that looks. I'm going to let that dry. And then I'll do a black wash on it to hit all those panel lines and get them real expressive. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, all of the paint is dry. That sounds like it should be lyrics to a Swiss song. All the paint is dry. Anyways, now this is going to be one of those trust the process moments because you're going to watch what I'm doing here and think I've lost my damn mind. It's okay. Because we are literally, if you've never done black wash, it's literally just mixed together black paint, some water, and a little bit of white, like school glue, Elmer's glue, helps to get it firmed up a little bit. And you want it really watery. And I'm just going to got a good sized brush here, and I am literally just slapping this on and letting it find all the little corners on its own. Because what this is going to do is not only is it going to highlight all those panel lines real nicely, it's going to grunge up the panels just a little bit, give them a slight tint, darken everything down just that tiny, tiny bit that it needs, and make it the exact sort of right color for the whole Klingon aesthetic. And I know you're probably thinking, man, you're just slapping black paint at this thing like it doesn't matter. And you're kind of right, I am. Trust me. Trust me. it's going to come out fantastic. I'll make sure you get back here on the back. Get up inside these panels. And then let's catch this wing. And here's the thing, if you think it's starting to get too dark, hit it with a little slappy-do. And do it in this direction so that it works out to look like a streak in sort of the momentum direction of the ship. So go from front to back. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. Now I'll need to do the underside and just inside that little V area. But other than that, the painting is basically done. So, gonna let this dry. Then I'll need to clear coat everything. And then we'll peel those last stickers off the window and we'll call it done. All right, well, here we go. Here is the final. Yep. All painted, all clear coated. Looking fantastic. Let's remove the window coverings. Yeah, I'm saving the front window for last. There it is. And, oh, that looks so good. Check that out. I might want to print out some stickers, maybe. I've got the transparent sticker tape that I can print on. I like the little accents of blue and purple. And one thing I realized, I don't know if y'all caught that when I was painting, the neon blue that I was going to use, this one, it like didn't do anything. Like I think you can see a little bit of it here. Like it's slightly different colored. It's kind of like it just did a tone shift on it is all it really did. I did take and back here on the engines, I gave them some white and yellow, and I might go back and hit that with a little bit of red paint in the middle just to give it that look like it's really burning. Of course, I want this in park mode with the wings up. And let me go ahead and show you the inside cabin.
Like I said, I painted it brown, and then I did a dark wash over all of that. I mean, that looks exactly like the inside of a Klingon ship. Even did the little roof piece. If we fold that down and put the wings into flight mode, check that out. That looks so good. And now it looks like it belongs with the rest of my Star Trek ships. Now I can hang it up and then everybody will be like, oh, that's a cool Klingon ship up there. And that's what I was going for. I love the metallic greens there. Those turned out really good. But there is that. I hope I am smart enough to remember to put some pictures at the end and let you get a good close look at this with it all finished. If not, somebody come and remind me to at least post them on Facebook and Twitter. I might. Or Blue Sky. I don't hardly use Twitter anymore. I think that's kind of going the way of the dodo. But man, this turned out good. I mean, even the little silver accents that I put into the engines, once the dark wash got in there around them, they really sort of filled out. But, all right. Well, thank you for checking out this video and sitting with me and enjoying this. And remember, I've still got this X-Wing. It's Poe Dameron X-Wing. What should I turn this into? I don't want to do another Klingon ship. I need to do something different. So y'all help me out. Leave some ideas. What should an X-Wing become in the Star Trek universe? So, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Go out and make something.
If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. If you want to support me, you can find me on Patreon or go over to Zazzle for prints of my artwork, t-shirts, and other cool stuff. If you're still here, why? Do you want to jam out?